and hills, down and dales, as we hit the dusty trail. Army, yes, we go marching along. We are bad, we are boss, we got guts, the tuition squad. Army, yes, we go marching along. Then it's I-I-E for the anti-artillery. Shout out your orders loud and strong. For wherever we go, you all will know. Army, yes, we go marching along. Solving squadrons of 3 and 8 from Hannibal.
Transformers are here now. From the bottom of the sea come the monsters of the deep that target Master Seacon. And when they join with their leader to form Veronicon, anyone can become the god. And here come the Sparkabots. And when the lightning man is seen sparks fly, and the fire comes out of the Sparkabots. Each sold separately.
Let me conduct you to Fruit Flavor Land. Follow my nose. Kellogg's Fruit Loop cereal. Orange, lemon, and cherry flavors, and lots of vitamin C. Part of this complete breakfast. Fruit flavors the key.
I'll make a note of it.
You can rev up for action because Hot Wheels are here. They're fast-moving, high-performance speed machines, and one's free with one purchase of Fruit Loops.
For all the fun of the Walt Disney World Happy Easter Parade.
Live from the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center.
Easter Sunday on ABC. Sold separately. New from high school.
Oh, 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 who's that twister? Who's that cruncher?
All right. And here we are. Live and in person. Hope you guys can see me. Okay. Hope everything is coming along nice and fresh. Everything is supposed to be how it's supposed to be. Wish I had a little bit more time to get this how I wanted to get it, but you know, under the circumstances that I am right now, I had to get things as they were. So, with that out of the way, let's go. With all of that foolishness outside. Okay, so let's go. Let's go ahead and get to the news that we were going to get to today. So we have a couple of things that we are going to get into, a couple of stories going on amongst the web. So we are going to go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Geeking Out. Oops, there we go. That's the one. That's the one that we wanted. All right. We are going to go ahead and we're going to start stories off. But first, before we get into the main stories that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk about that tonight, they had the Golden Globes. And shocking enough to me and probably everyone else in the audience, but shouldn't have been a shock, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse wins a Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature. Let's go ahead over and go over to the desktop so we can go ahead and check this out right here. So we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse wins Golden Globe for Best Animated Picture. I was thoroughly surprised and thoroughly shocked and happy when I first saw this. So it says Spider-Verse is officially the Golden Globes winner as Best Animated Feature for 2019. So they pumped out another Spider-Man movie in 2018, but Spider-Verse was the one. This was the one that was able to go ahead and take home the cake, as it went. Go ahead and said, film written by Phil Lord, and he also produced by Chris Miller and directed by the talented trio of Peter Ramsley, Bob Perschetti, hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Rodney Rothman. Also, okay. But not only is Spider-Verse the first movie to feature Miles Morales, a character that I've been following for a while, in any capacity, but it's the first to be put in theaters in an animated movie. So Miles Morales not only getting his first not being his first movie being brought to the light, but it's also his first animated flick, and it's the first one to get a freaking Golden Globe. So shouts out to freaking Miles Morales. I knew that he was going to be able to do something. Didn't know that it was going to be, well, I kind of figured it would be to this extent. He's a good guy. He has a very good character, well-rounded character, and I was very, very happy that he finally got a chance to get into the spotlight, so people can see what he's so people can see what he's capable of. So I'm not surprised at all that he was able to do this, but them being able to get the Golden Globe, that was really, really good on that. So let's see, what other films did it beat out? It actually beat out Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, and Ralph Breaks the Internet. So in order for it to beat out Incredibles 2, because Incredibles 2, a lot of people had been waiting for that like 9 or 10 years or something like that. For it to beat out Incredibles 2 and to beat out Ralph Breaks the Internet is very, very impressive. I like both of those movies. I didn't see Isle of Dogs. There's another animated one, sorry, for anybody, Isle of Dog fans. I didn't see Isle of Dogs, but I did see Incredibles 2, and I did see Ralph Breaks the Internet. Was not really expecting Spider-Man to surpass those, but it did. So shouts out to Spider-Man for that. So if you didn't see the Golden Globes, I'm quite sure there'll be a rerun or something that'll probably go back, or there's probably be some clips on YouTube right now about it. So, but congratulations to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for taking home a Golden Globe and on its first try. Lego Batman, awesome. So, wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get into our top stories for today. The first one being that Hulk Hogan will appear on tonight. Well, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's Monday Night Raw for a tribute to his friend Mean Gene. As you know, Mean Gene passed away a couple of days ago. It wasn't yesterday, probably yesterday or a couple of days ago. He was Mean Gene, passed away. So, and of course, you know that in the old golden age of WWE, before it is what it is today, a lot of the interviewers got interviewed by Mean Gene. One of the main ones was two of his main ones was Macho Man Randy Savage and of course Hulk Hogan. So two of the top performers that he interviewed a lot. Unfortunately, Macho Man passed away a couple years ago, so he wouldn't be able to give a tribute to his friend, because I know if he was still alive, he would be one of the ones to be able to do that. Unfortunately, he is not, so they're going to get Hulk Hogan back on TV to do it. Hulk Hogan has not been on TV since when was it? For that WWE pay-per-view, Crown Jewel, where he was supposed to be the host, and he did some backstage stuff. I didn't even see Hulk Hogan's part, to be honest. I kind of like saw some of the pay-per-view. I didn't even see his part or what he said. I don't even know if he said anything interesting or if not. But that was back in November when he had the thing back in Saudi Arabia. Hogan hasn't been on TV since Jesus Christ. When the last time he was on? He was on TV doing probably the last thing I remember him doing something at WrestleMania, right? It's WrestleMania when him, The Rock, and Stone Cold came out. That's the last thing that I remember Hulk being in the ring for that. And then after that, he hasn't been seen since. So hopefully that's going to be very interesting. I will be tuning in to see exactly what that's all about, to see how that turns out, and everything like that. So, and there's also a quote on here from WWE talking about Hogan being on Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Gonna try to do this in my best Hulk Hogan voice. It might not be a thing. Let's see if I can do it. But let me tell you something, Mean Gene. So see, I can't even. So beginning with this wasn't even in the thought was. They just put that right there. So they did that, and then they go through the thing. So beginning of many Hulk Hogan's memorable proclaims, making interviews and backstage personality, Mean Gene Okerlund, a cornerstone of Hulkamania back in the 1980s. Now, in the wake of Okerlund's passing, Hulk Hogan returns to WWE programming this Monday night on Raw to honor his longtime friend. Hogan and Okerlund's friendship spanned the decades from WWE to WCW and back to WWE again. So on Monday Night Raw tomorrow, Hogan honors his brother. Don't miss the milestone tomorrow, Monday Night Raw, beginning at 8 7 Central on the USA Network. So I'm quite sure that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be tuning in for that. The editors of this post said they meaning the site, feel that Ric Flair should make a appearance, and Ric Flair should be the one that should be doing the, tribute to Mean Gene instead of Hulk Hogan. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe Ric Flair will make a surprise appearance. You never know. Never know what he's gonna do. I guess we'll find out. What's gonna go with that? So I won't be tuning in, unfortunately, not because I don't want to, but I'll be at work, so I won't be tuning into that. But I will watching it later on, and then I'll probably have a reaction or something to that later on. So I'll let you know how that goes. Next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about, next story up, is Carmen Sandegio, ladies and gentlemen, is back. That vile villain that she's not a villain anymore per se. She is now a she looks like she's going to be a hero in this particular thing right here. So she is going to be getting a backstory following the 1980s PBS TV show, and also the animated TV show. A lot of us grew up on the animated show and on the cross. I grew up on both of them. Actually, both of them were really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. We're gonna go ahead and switch back over to full screen for a minute, because Carmen Sandegio is a little bit of backstory. So, as we all know, Carmen Sandegio used to work for VIO, the Villains International League of Villains International League of something. I forgot the rest of it, but VIO spanned over a couple of decades. She had her own game. She had a couple of games, actually. She had more than one computer games. I used to love playing those. Going to school when we used to have computer class, and they used to teach us how to type and teach us how to read and everything. I used to love playing those Carmen Sandegio games, and those were very, very fun. And then from the 1980s spawned off the cartoon, and which also spawned off into the geographical TV show, where in the words Carmen Sandegio, with Rockefeller, everybody's favorite group, who gave us that very, very snazzy intro that no one can ever forget or get out of their head. Like, once you hear the song, it'll be stuck in your head for a long, long time. Unfortunately, didn't have enough time to get the audio from the song, but if you just go on YouTube and just look it up, it'll be up there. Apologize for not being able to grab that audio for you, but I think everybody that grew up in the 80s, at least if you did grow up in the 80s, everybody knows what that song sounds like. Go ahead and look it up. It'll be back. Go ahead and switch back over to desktop really quick. They have a full action live trailer right here that you can find on YouTube. If you have not checked out the trailer, you can go ahead and get a, you know what, can we go ahead and do this right now? Let's go ahead and show the trailer right now. For anybody that has not seen the trailer, this is the official trailer for Carmen Sandegio, which is coming to Netflix January 18th. So in about 2 weeks, 2 weeks you'll be able to catch the new Carmen Sandiego. And here's the trailer. Here's what the trailer looks like.
How did you ever wind up in crime school?
You want the whole story?
Welcome to Vile Training Academy for Thieves.
If you choose a path of a professional thief,
Got some training
there
going
will
on.
be no turning back. You're the finest criminal in our class.
I realized stealing isn't a game. It does harm people. Especially when you're willing to steal lives.
Who are you, really?
You can call me Carmen. Vile is stealing from all over the world.
Hola, Red. Where are we at, player? Sunny Ecuador.
With luck, I'll secure any valuable artifacts
Very
Vile
original
might
backstory.
exploit by stealing them.
See the girl behind the hat.
Carmen Sandegio were a thief who only steals from other thieves.
Let's get this party started.
Nothing's holding me back. Not anymore.
I order you to stop!
Didn't say for how long.
That's a couple right there.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
We're off to Indonesia.
You wearing a coat in this heat?
A lady needs her tools.
Yeah. Good old Netflix. So yeah, that's it. So as you can see, she's changed her stripes a little bit. She's still a thief and she's still stealing things, but it's a little bit different now. Instead of stealing for Vile, she is stealing these artifacts so that Vile won't get their hands on them, or stealing them from Vile, basically. So Vile is stealing them and then she's stealing them back. So she's still a thief, but she's kind of a thief that has kind of like a moral comfort now. She's not doing it because she's not doing it Catwoman style. She's doing it for the greater good now. She wants to stop Vile from getting their hands on these things and everything like that. So she's stealing in order to keep the world safe. So I can get down with that. I can get down with her being that and bringing Carmen Sandiego back to the light for a new generation that may not have known anything about Carmen Sandiego. So gives them a chance to gives them a chance to get with the character and for them to have their own legend of Carmen Sandiego. So that'll be good. I will be watching that. It said season 1 of Carmen Sandiego comes to Netflix on January 18th. So I will be tuning in to see that. That is going to be very interesting. And the third and last little bit of news that we have right here, I don't have any clips or anything for it, but apparently Marvel is supposed to be releasing a new trailer for Captain Marvel tomorrow, supposedly. Supposedly, we're supposed to be getting a brand new trailer for Captain Marvel tomorrow. We all know how trailers are. We all know how the rumors are for trailers going to be dropped on this date, they're going to be dropped on this date, and all know it got pushed back and this and that. So we're not 100% sure. Right now, it's just a rumor. It's just speculation. No one really knows exactly what's going on or how it's going to play out. I will be keeping an eye out just to see exactly what happens and how, just to see exactly what happens. If there's a trailer, if there's not a trailer, anything like that, we'll be able to see. So hopefully there is a trailer because I want to see if there is a trailer. I want to see something a little bit different from what they showed us. They showed us about they showed us the scrolls. They showed us that. They showed us a little bit of backstory. So it's kind of makes me interested about what other type of things that they are going to show us when they when the trailer does hit. So it's going to be really interesting to see exactly what they do or what they say or what Marvel does. But like I said, this is all speculation. There may not even be a trailer tomorrow, to be completely 100% honest. There might not even be a trailer. But you know how everybody gets excited with the thing when it's like, ooh, a leak, ooh, a trailer. So everybody gets excited about that. So there's always that. I'll be keeping tuned in if there is a trailer. I will know probably about 6 or 7 because my phone will be going off for notifications, and I also have people messaging me that there is something going on. So if there is a trailer, I will be sure to stream my reaction. I won't watch it and then say anything. Me and you will watch it together, even though you'll probably already see it by the time I see it. But I'll pull it up, I'll take it, we'll watch it together. Me and you will have an experience. Me, you, chat, everybody else that's watching, we'll have an experience. It'll be a good thing. It'll be all right. So, and that's pretty much it. That's gonna wrap up everything that I had previously wanted to go over in these news articles today. Sorry that the format is not exactly how I wanted it to be, but I wanted to keep with the schedule that I said. I said I was going to come on at 12, so I came on at 12. For those of you that got early here, a little bit earlier, like 5 minutes earlier, I put some my opening intro was a couple of 80s commercials. So after this is over, you can go back and you can watch those. Those are pretty interesting. I'm going to be cycling old school retro commercials. It's going to be the commercials and cartoon commercials because, me being an 80s person, that's what I grew up with. So you're going to be seeing those being switched around and get some nostalgia going on. That's what it's all about with me. Nostalgia, keeping stuff alive, letting things be forgotten, especially the 80s. 80s was a very good time. So if I can do anything to keep the 80s alive, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you liked this video and if you liked seeing this face, if you would do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications so that you can be notified whenever I post a video. That'd be very, very appreciative. And also, if you see on the screen, if you wanted to know some other places where you could follow me and keep up with all of my geeky adventures, those are on the screen as well. I have an Instagram. It's going to be Instagram.com. You can find me at Black Vulcan there. Of course, you already know the YouTube channel because you're watching it right now. And I also have a Twitch channel under Black Vulcan as well. I'll be playing some, it's going to be retro games. So under the Twitch is going to be retro games. The Instagram is going to be my geeky pictures, celebrity pictures of things that I get from my collectibles or whatnot that I get from my collection. And that's also where I'll be posting my my updates for when I go live, either on YouTube or on Twitch. So keep an eye on the Instagram for that because I'll be posting there for when I'm going live so that you can be in the know about what's going on in your world. I think that sounds like somebody else's line. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? That sounds like somebody's line too. What's going on in geek culture? There we go. We're going to stick with that. For you, what's going on in geek culture. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I very appreciate it. My name is Sean. You've been watching Geeking Out, or you've been watching Geeking Out from Vulcan Inc. Presents. Gonna get this right. Vulcan Inc. Presents Geeking Out. That's what you've been watching. I'm Sean, and I will see you guys in the next video. You take care now. Posting there for when I'm going live so that you can be in the know about what's going on in your world. I think that sounds like somebody else's line. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? That sounds like somebody's line too. What's going on in geek culture? There we go. We're going to stick with that. For you, what's going on in geek culture? So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I very appreciate it. My name is Sean. You've been watching Geeking Out, or you've been watching Geeking Out from Vulcan Inc. Presents. Gonna get this right. Vulcan Inc. Presents Geeking Out. That's what you've been watching. I'm Sean, and I will see you guys in the next video. You take care now.